Well, hello and welcome back to Greg's Game Room. Now, if you've been watching my videos for the past couple of weeks, you'll know that I have been diligently upgrading my arcade 1-up system. And over the past couple of days, I've gotten some new stuff in, including some longer cables that will hopefully make things easier for me. And I've also been working on upgrading my control deck so that it looks nicer and more professional. Alright, so I'm not going to spoil anything. Let's just go ahead and let's get started. I'll show you what I've been up to. Well, I don't think my dream of being able to put the retro Pi underneath of the control board is going to work just because it doesn't seem like there's enough room. So I think what I'll do is just mount it to the side right here. And really, if I leave the control deck USB cables plugged in all the time, then to swap out the control deck will be just a matter of plugging them in to the encoders each time, which is really fairly easy. So I think what I'll do is I'll just mount it here to the side. All right, well, there we go, all nice and mounted to the side, and I can take this off pretty easily. It's just these two screws that I put in there. Well, what seems like after a month of waiting, I finally got two things that I really need to get the arcade 1-up back in operating condition to get my dual controllers in there. Yes, this is gonna make it work. This is the whole thing. Took forever. Got it from China. Make sure you have a lot of patience before you order something from China. It's a couple of LCD controller extension cables that I need so that I can hook in the existing control board back into the monitor. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to hook the control board back into the LCD monitor. And then the other thing I got was the vinyl wrap, which also seemed like it took 2 weeks to get. And that's going to be going up over the control board here. I'll be wrapping this over here. So yeah, we'll get to see how well this wrap is going to work. It looks like it's going to fit perfectly fine in terms of the height of it, and once I unroll this it should be all nice and smooth and I can finally get this to the point that it needs to be. Alright, so what I'm going to do is disconnect this cable
from the LCD controller, hook up this extender cable to it, like this, and then I'm going to take this smaller cable and plug it back into here so that I can hook up these two cables together and then unhook them whenever I want so that I can hook the original PCB back into the system and just have them swap out whenever I want.
Let me show you how this is going to work. I'll just go ahead and put it together. These little extender thingy-mabobs, this is where the magic is really going to happen. This is going to make it actually work. So by adding that little piece, now I'm able to turn this female connector into a male connector. Now I can hook this guy in here. And notice I went from red wire to red wire to keep everything matched up. But now I've got a much longer cable here to be able to plug into wherever I need it to go. This is very delicate, so I don't want to be unplugging and plugging this in all the time. I just want to leave it the way it is. All I got to do now is hook this together and hook them back up together. Now I got a super long cable that I can plug back into something else if I need to. Uh-oh. I think I may have done something wrong here. Oh, crap. That doesn't look good. Alright, I don't know what I did wrong the first time, but I unplugged it and redid it again, and it seems to be working fine now. This cable here, plug it in gently. Then I'm going to unplug the LCD controller because I need that power for the arcade 1-up PCB. I'm going to take this power, hook it into there, this video cable, and hook it into there, and I should have my original board back up and working again. Come on, crossing my fingers. Oh, I guess I gotta turn the switch back on again. I forgot about that. Okay, I must have done something wrong. Hold on. Alright, so I actually hooked the board directly back in to it and everything. It still wouldn't come on, and then I realized something very important. I feel like a total idiot. This cable right here, I also have to plug in back over here, so I don't think this is going to be long enough either. I may have to cobble together some cables. There we go. Much better. And now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that cable to stretch out a little bit longer. Well, I really hate doing this, but I pretty much have no choice. I had to splice in a little bit of extra length in the cable just so this can reach up underneath of here to plug into the arcade 1-up PCB. Alright, well, after quite a bit of tinkering, I finally did get the original board back working again. I also had the volume turned all the way down, that's why I couldn't hear anything. Yep, here we go. Oh, shoot. It's back working again. Now I can swap it out with the Pi again. It's not actually the most elegant solution that I wanted, but it actually works. And so there's 3 cables you got to plug in to get this board back in working order. Not too difficult, but that connection is still very loose, so I don't know how often I'm going to be doing the board swap. I wish there was some other way to have a quick connect or some way of creating another connector that would work better for this. Alright, well my next task is going to be to cover the control board with this laminate. I'm not really sure how well it's going to stick, so what I thought I would do is take my test board and spray paint it with these 3 different types of spray paint and then stick some of this laminate to it, see how well it sticks. Of course the grass is all soaking wet. I'm wearing socks. Let's try flat black paint and primer. Next we'll try the Krylon Supermax. It says it's hammered. I don't want to get hammered. Kind of a gray or something. And then lastly we got, it says gloss. I guess I'll let this dry for a while. Alright, so now I'm going to cut a piece of my vinyl off here with this here pair of scissors onto this test board that I painted. Now I think so far, I think the silver is going to work the best. It seems to be the smoothest. This still feels kind of weird, and the side feels kind of rough still, so I think this is going to work the best. Let's give it a try here though. Now we got 3 pieces here. We'll put 1 on each section to see how well it sticks. But I still think the best one is going to be the silver one here. I bet that's going to stick the best. I guess the test would be, let's see how difficult it is to peel off. It looks pretty smooth. I think it's going to feel a lot better on my hands than, you know, with this rough wood with just paint on it would. All right, let's try this one first. We'll see if I can peel that one off. Oh yeah, that's incredibly easy to peel off. All right, let's try the one that I'm probably going to use, the silver paint. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel it. Oh man, that's a lot harder to get off. Oh, and let's try this one. I'll bet this one's really easy. Not as easy as I thought, but still, I still think I'm going to go with the silver paint. All right, I'm definitely going to go with the silver here paint. It's a little bit slicker and smoother. This time, I'm wearing shoes. I guess I should do the sides too, because the vinyl wrap's gonna have to stick on the sides, but I don't want to touch it right now. It's all wet. All right, I'll be back. All right, so let's go ahead and put this wrap over the control board. Oh crap! I think I forgot it. Where did it go? Oh yeah, I just moved it over here. I also painted the sides. Yeah, hopefully this will be nice and sticky enough for that adhesive. All right, so the next thing I need to do is file down the back of the control board because it's at a slight angle on the actual control board. And what I did is I got this file for like $9 at Lowe's. I'll just grind this down here like that, kind of angle it slightly. Just need a little bit of an angle just to grind a little bit of that off of there. I have no idea what I'm doing. It did nothing. It's gonna take like 20 years to file this thing down. Ugh. My hand is killing me. All right, well, I ground it down a little bit more. I think the angle looks a little bit more accurate to the actual one-up board. I don't know how good of a job I did all the way down, but at least it looks about right there. Let's go try it inside, see how well it looks. All right, let's try it. Look, there's still a huge gap right there. Well, I guess maybe I should grind it down a little bit more. All right, I took it outside and grinded it down some more, so let's try take 2. Man, that's just as bad. I don't know. Pretty terrible. Look how bad that is now. It's such a gap there, and not quite as of a gap there, and hopefully the cover will hide a lot of that stuff. I think maybe what I need to do is grind down the side here a little bit so it'll fit a little bit closer. Maybe that's not letting it sit close enough. All right, one of the things I kind of forgot to do was to drill the holes here for the supports so that it will not come out. Hopefully I lined that up properly. Well, back to the drilling again. This always makes me extremely nervous. Well, I got my 4 holes drilled, and hopefully it'll be close. We'll see once I get that on there. Of course, it doesn't look like I drilled the holes big enough again. I'm always making them too small at first. Well, this drill bit feels like it's about the right size. All right, so the hole's bigger, and I think this is gonna fit in here. The question is, did I line it up properly? Oh, that feels good. I don't think I got that one right. That one's going in. That one's going in good. This one, yeah, feels like it's going in okay. I mean, it looks like I got that one lined up, but when I put the screw in, it just goes straight down. There's no threading at all. And then this guy, oh man, look how bad that is. I get the feeling that these cabinets are not perfectly lined up. I think they must like bend out of shape or something. But it does look like I'm able to get it in as long as I pull this out just a little bit as I'm screwing it in. So that should be fine. I just got to put the wrap over it. Well, I've already cut this piece of vinyl wrap that's going to go over this. Just have to peel it off and stick it on there. Other than the paint that's on here, there's really no other adhesive that's going to keep it down. So hopefully the adhesive that's on the back of this will be good enough. All right, here goes nothing. Ooh. Actually pretty sticky. Maybe I should have done it this way to begin with. All right, so I'm gonna fold this over here like that. I've never put vinyl on the back of anything before like this. Okay, here's what it looks like. I don't know how thrilled I am with it. It seems like it's past the grain through the other side of the vinyl. This is like super thin vinyl, so I'm really not surprised that that has happened. The other thing is I'm like really terrible at getting this to line up here on the sides and everything. It's really hard getting that just right. I don't think I did a very good job anywhere. Maybe this one's not bad. It's really hard getting that to line up right. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go ahead and put another layer over this just to maybe hopefully smooth out some of these bumps and everything that drive me nuts. I really wanted this to be perfectly smooth, but what can you do? All right, I'm gonna try again here. Hopefully I did this right. I'm gonna line this cut. I got a little cut right here. Line that up with this corner. Same with this over here. So hopefully, there we go. Okay, so then we'll take this and we'll just fold it up over like so. That's really gonna stick to itself really well, isn't it? Now I got this extra flap sitting here. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. Fold this up over like so. And again, I got extra flaps here. I've not mastered the skill of cutting off that extra stuff here. This is slightly harder than I thought it would be, especially these corners. It just makes it really, really difficult. I mean, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this thing. This is really screwed. Yeah, that's flipping horrible. Top of that, look at all this bubbling I got in here. I think I'm gonna have to take this second layer off because this is just not gonna work. All right, you know what? I'm really just not happy with this, so I'm just gonna tear it off and I think I'm just gonna paint it. I think I'm just gonna get some really nice paint and just paint it. I am just not happy with this at all. Very frustrating. A little upsetting that vinyl wrap didn't work the way that I wanted it to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think maybe I'll just paint it or something and maybe smooth it off really good. I really don't know. So if you have any suggestions for me on making that control deck nice and smooth and clean and professional looking, please let me know down in the comments. But you know, even when you screw something up, that means it's just another chance to get it right. So I'm gonna keep trying and I'm gonna make it look good. So also, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. So thank you for watching, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.